Yo, what's up guys, it's Cream Slice. I hope you're having a great day, and man, we are on the Titan today and we are having some fun. We are back on Void 3.0 and we can literally one-shot every single champion in the game. The gameplay you're watching here is me in a master loss set to currently 20 light levels under, and we are just absolutely one-shotting every single champion. The peregrine greaves have always been one of my favourite, but they still absolutely decimate champions and anything in the end game. If you could just imagine when grandmasters come up and we are running arc with this build with storm grenades, and we are, you know, we've got the Falcon out just shield bashing every single champion, making endgame an absolute breeze. It would just be the perfect picture in my opinion. So what we're doing here, there's no fancy setups. It is a really simple setup. We are using two aspects from the Void subclass, and it is Bastion and Bulwark. As you can see here, we are just throwing down our overshield in the multiplier for our melee, and then we are just jumping in the air and being a Falcon and shield bashing pretty much everything. The way we've created this build as well, we've put some mods together that allow us to pretty much have our shield bash up all the time. We have our barricade up so we can constantly give us that melee damage buff and the overshield. And yeah, it's just a really fun way to play the game. If you are Titan and you are a little bit fed up of Arc 3.0, then maybe give this a try. So if you're new to the channel, leave a like if it helps you out, or you find this build really enjoyable just as much as I did, and consider subscribing to the channel. All my OGs on the channel, if you could let the video play out to the end, you will be doing me a massive favor, and you know, hopefully you enjoy the video. So yeah, let's get into it. So firstly, we are running Shield Bash. After sprinting for a short time, use this melee ability to unleash a devastating Shield Bash, and it also suppresses targets, and it gives you a nice overshield as well. So that's adding into our resilience already just through a Shield Bash, which is going to be the main priority of the Falcon build. The grenade that we're going to be running is the Vortex grenades, because it's still one of the most OP grenades in Destiny, and it pairs perfectly with what we're trying to achieve with this build. We're going to be pairing it with Echo of Undermining. Our Void grenades weaken enemies, and then we're going to be adding Echo of Remnants, so it makes our grenade abilities last even longer. So this will debuff our enemies by 15%. So when you go up against your harder targets, throw your barricade down, get your overshield, throw a grenade at them, debuff them, and then proceed to use your peregrine greaves. That's one way you can do it. If you want, you don't have to use a grenade, but the grenade is like an added bonus just to chip away at the health bar. Like if you don't actually one shot them, which you will pretty much be doing all the time, but if you ever come up against them times where you don't actually one shot them, then the grenade will act as pretty much a cleanup for you. And the last fragment we're going to be using with this build is Echo of Provision. Damaging targets with our grenade grants melee energy. So if you land this on, say, like a champion or a yellow bar, it will pretty much give you your full melee charge back, because we have Echo of Remnants making our grenade last longer. So the more your grenade stays on the target, the more energy feeds back into our melee. So the two aspects we are using for this build is Bastion. Casting your barricade grants an overshield to yourself, and this is what we want to be doing as soon as we go into a room with a champion. We want to always have our barricade up, so spec into your resilience as high as you can, just to make sure that we get it back. We've got some other mods that will feed into our class ability as we go further on into the build. And the second aspect we are using is offensive bulwark. So this is what enables us to take the peregrine greaves to a whole nother level with the damage stacking. So while you have an overshield or inside ward of dawn, you not only do our grenades charge even faster, we have increased melee range and damage. Final melee blows extend the duration of your overshield. Now this is really good, because if you have melee Wellmaker equipped like we are going to, every charge melee you get will spawn a void elemental well, and I'll go over what we are going to be doing with the elemental wells in a second. But this is pretty much the base of the build with these two aspects and the fragments. So as you can see, they're all feeding into each other. With these two aspects working together, we have pretty much unlimited overshield. We're getting our barricade and our grenades back quicker, and it's feeding into our shield bash as well. And then with these three aspects here, like we're debuffing our enemies with undermining, we're getting melee energy through using our grenade, and our grenades are going to last longer with remnants. So it's all making a nice backbone for what we're trying to achieve with our abilities. If you don't have your barricade up, even peregrine greaves by themselves will pretty much delete any red bar in the game, so you will always be getting elemental wells through that and your charge melee. So if we look at peregrine strike, all shoulder charge abilities deal bonus damage when activated in the air. So the way I was setting this build up is we were going to use melee Wellmaker, hence why we are shield bashing everything and getting our abilities back faster. And like I said, when you throw your barricade down with Bastion, you're going to get an overshield, and with offensive bulwark, even just a normal charge melee can still proc melee Wellmaker. On the helmet there, we've got elemental charge and hands-on, so every time we're getting melee kills, we're getting super energy, and we are becoming charge reliant with 2 stacks when we pick up a void elemental well. On the chest piece, I have Well of Tenacity. This will increase the power of your barricade as well. It's tied into that, but not only that, it will give you a 10-second, I think it's 50% damage reduction, and we have 2 thermoshock plating on there for our resistance against arc and solar, plus our near 100 resilience. So you're getting about 30% resilience with tier 9 resilience, plus your thermoshock plate in there, and Well of Tenacity for your survivability. On the boots, this is what is actually going to work really well with this build, because it's all about popping our barricade and getting the overshield and the increased melee damage. Reaping Wellmaker was a perfect choice for this build. Throw our barricade down and we get a kill, we're going to get a void elemental well, which pick that up, and then we're going to get the damage reduction from Well of Tenacity. But not only that, we have heavy-handed slotted, so this will ensure that we get about 60 to 70% of our melee charge back when we are charge reliant and we use our shield bash. And then on top of that, we have the fragment working, the grenade kills increase our melee regen, and then we have Monte Carlo working together as well. So as you can see, guys, we're always having our shield bash up. You always have your barricade up, so we can constantly proc offensive bulwark and Bastion, and we can always get that damage multiplier with peregrine greaves as well. So that's pretty much the build, guys. A really simple setup. As you can see, it's a really nice build, guys. Really fun way to play it as well, and you can take this into harder content as well. I don't know, a hunter running stasis, maybe a titan running arc 3.0 with a storm grenades. You throw in your dust fields down with your hunter, and then you just go in smashing shit up with your peregrine greaves. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for your continued support. I'm Cream Slice. Peace.